Has your house become a jungle of junk? A refuge for rubbish? A hangar of hoarding? Then you are not alone. If you answered yes to any of these questions, maybe you should join me at the C.H.A.O.S Clinic. Gathered in a quiet suburb somewhere in Britain, this group of confused souls have one thing in common. Their homes are such an embarrassment, they suffer from can't have anyone over syndrome. C.H.A.O.S for short.
Hello, here you are now. Nice to see you again. What did you bring today?
I'm Meg Connell, and it's my mission to save these people from themselves. Okay, welcome everybody. Settle down. I would like to start today's clinic with a story that will inspire us all to lead organized lives. Does anybody have a special story to tell today? Who'd like to go first? All right, Ginny and Margaret, stand up and introduce yourself to the group.
Hi, I'm Ginny. My house isn't big enough for my clutter and my housemate.
One of us has got to go.
Hi, Ginny and Margaret. Although Ginny's house has plenty of space for 2 people, that space has already been taken. Yes. And this is?
My bedroom.
Yeah. Next slide, please. This is the study. She has climbed the mountain of paper and has claimed it for England. Yes. Next slide, please. Oh, yes. My favorite room, the attic. What's in here, Ginny?
Everything that isn't in the rest of the house.
The fact of the matter is that Ginny has so much storage that her hoarding has taken over everywhere. I first met the ladies 3 weeks ago, and I was pretty excited about venturing this far into deepest, darkest Sussex.
Yes, Nigel. Thanks for the advice. It's great. You know, I don't get to wear tweed much at home. I think it looks great. It's a little itchy, yeah.
And I was itching to know more about what lay beneath the surface of Ginny's seemingly peaceful life. She's a Girl Guide leader, but there's obviously a darker side to Ginny's world.
I love my friend. I love my friend. But, and I love living here. The situation's beautiful. I cannot live with the amount of clutter that's in the house.
She does get upset about it, doesn't she, sometimes?
Yeah.
But it's probably more resignation because she's been fighting against the tide of mess for so long that, you know, it's almost like she knows she's never going to get it done, even when she makes up her mind to start it.
This riddle needed some good old California straight thinking. I love a challenge, but this house was big enough to hide a lot of secrets. And I hadn't even gotten past the garden yet.
Hello.
Hiya. Well, hi, ladies. It's kind of scary how much storage you have here.
It's even scarier in the house.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm ready. Show me.
All right. Come on then.
Show me. Guys.
Now it was my turn to put the wind up the ladies with step 1 of my 6-step program to recovery. They have to confess the mess.
This is my study.
What is going on in here?
And it's my secret.
Not a secret anymore! Who was in here last?
Me.
You.
I think I'm the only one who dares to go in there.
Do you dare to go in now? Don't try this at home. Halfway! She's at the halfway mark. She's now at the halfway mark.
I can see one little space back there.
There's empty space on the floor in there. We have some work to do, Ginny.
I think so.
What a gorgeous view!
It is, isn't it? I love it.
Except for this. Oh my,
Yeah.
you guys. What a beautiful room, and it's full of what?
Bits and bobs.
Yeah.
What's a bits and a bob?
Bits and bobs. No, a bit of this and a bob of that. You know?
A bit of this and a bob of that? We don't say that at home. A bit and a bob.
Bits and bob.
Can you say bobs and bits?
No.
What? This?
I know, I queried that with her. She practices on that, but I'm not quite sure what she practices.
What is this?
It's a candle.
You actually bought this?
No.
I mean, there's a rain stick.
Yeah.
Is there a monkey gonna pop out of this or something?
No.
Monkey in a barrel? What is this?
What is that?
What is this?
I don't know what it is. I've never asked you, but what is it?
It's a big pear!
That is my big pear.
And we weren't quite out of the woods yet at Ginny's. Behind every closed door lurked something even more shocking.
Well, this doesn't look too bad.
You haven't come around the corner.
Oh, Ginny.
No.
Ginny.
I am mortified when I look at this lot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, and you sleep in here.
I do.
So how does it feel for you, Margaret, with all of this stuff that just kind of piles out and kind of overflows out, and then
well,
she gets down in your space?
I'm downstairs and I feel an energy weighing me down, and I find it distressing.
Distressing.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the fact that it's upsetting Margaret?
Well, that is probably the biggest reason why I've asked you for help. Because I value Margaret's friendship more than anything. Really, if she said to me tomorrow, if it doesn't change, then I would literally just, everything would go. I wouldn't think about it. That's how I feel now.
Oh, you'll make me
I've
cry.
reached that point that I value you more than I do any stuff.
This is good.
Well, you know it's true, don't you?
This is good.
You know.
You need a reason
Yeah,
to let it go.
yeah.
And Margaret's the reason.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to act as a team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to do this. You called me in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? You're the one who called.
It was
Yeah.
me.
You,
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was you. But you're the one who's ready to do the work.
Definitely.
All right, you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
just do a little team thing here. Hands on. All right, on a count of 3, we're going to say organize, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Organize!
And to make sure these ladies aren't for turning, it's time for step 2, find a buddy. Margaret needs to offer Ginny more than just tea and sympathy.
But you know what I really need to talk to you about is Ginny.
Yeah.
And we really need to help Ginny out.
Yeah.
Now, are you willing to be her buddy?
I'm willing. Yeah. Oh, desperate. I'm desperate.
You're desperate to be her buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really need you to help her when she's going through the stuff.
Right.
So, do you think she's ready to do this?
I think she's really ready. I think the time is right. She's got a real bee in her bonnet about it. Yeah.
A bee in her bonnet?
Yeah, a bee in her bonnet.
Is that
yeah.
like a bug up your butt?
A bug up your butt? I suppose that's like a bee in your bonnet, isn't it?
Is it the same
yeah,
thing?
I think it must be.
So here I am. We're going to get started.
Great.
You're going to be your buddy.
Yeah.
And we're just going to blow this pops down.
Okie dokie.
Now we could set the scene for a major shakedown. I even hauled in Ginny's daughters to clear out their share of the family's stash. And what a bizarre stash that was.
Ginny, I have never seen such a random collection of objects in one room in my entire life. Ginny, you have to justify to me why these things are in your lounge, and if you can't, they're going. Start the conveyor belt. Lights and music. All right, what is this, Jenny? What is it?
It's known as Mum's pear.
Yeah.
My daughters made me promise not to throw
what do
it
you
away.
think?
I have to keep it. They love it. They love
It's out of it. Okay.
I love Philip. He guards my lounge.
Keep the pig, keep the pig, keep the pig. You get to keep the pig.
This hat I like to wear when I'm driving. It keeps my ears warm.
You liar. What is this, Ginny? What is it? What is it?
The boyfriend catcher. I needed to catch a boyfriend.
Quick, quick, quick.
I've got, lots of money. I've got to have the money. I need the money.
Time to put an end to the nightmare and stop hoarding, start living. Now I could really weave my magic and make Ginny's clutter disappear with my special tagging system. Ginny's going to have to break her stuff down and decide whether to use it, love it, or dump it.
1, 2, 3, go! Hooray!
So with Ginny in Margaret's capable hands, I could leave them to it for a few days.
You want that?
No. Charity.
This was a great opportunity to make the most of my first weekend vacation in the English countryside.
Hi! Is Buckingham Palace around here?
Right. Seems Ginny and Margaret weren't the only ones out of their depth. Deep in the woods in the heart of Sussex, two ladies are trapped. With over 3 decades worth of clutter taking over the house, they are in danger of being buried in the past.
This is a broadcast from the C.H.A.O.S Clinic headquarters. A state of emergency has been declared. Intelligence sources report that Ginny has been secretly stockpiling an arsenal of belongings for nearly 30 years. If this clutter is not severely restricted within 14 days, Ginny's best friend Margaret has threatened to mobilize her forces and move out. People, we must not allow these two great allies to declare war upon each other. This can be our finest hour. This is a call to arms. We must reclaim these rooms.
It's 1 week since my first visit, and I needed to see if the ladies really had reclaimed some space from all that junk.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, Jenny.
I know, it's appalling, isn't it?
Could be worse.
It looks like your closet's vomited in this room. I'm sorry. Look, the pig was scary. It jumped on the sofa. I was so afraid. I was like, get it off the floor. It's on the sofa. My gosh. This is how I feel.
Help! You and me both.
You know, what I find all the time with my clients is when they have these wonderful storage spaces, which you do, that you just keep filling them up because you can.
It's, I'll sort it later.
That's right.
You wait for the time. And
there's no magic in later. No. Gosh, you guys, I really feel like we're being attacked by this stuff.
Yeah.
Does it feel like that to you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We have to attack back. This is it. We've got to get going. We need a plan.
Right.
Okay, off to my HQ. Let's go.
Right.
Right, okay.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Cue step 4 of my 6-step program, create order out of disorder.
All right, girls, it's time to mobilize the troop the old-fashioned way. Here's the battlefield, and here's the enemy, Jenny's stuff. The problem with your clutter is it's all mishmashed. We need to separate out the mish from the mash. If you are overwhelmed, here's a great idea to get some perspective. Make a map of your home. See where the clutter is. Define and decide where you're going to put like items, and then sort like items with like. Okay, Margaret, you're going to work on your room and the spare room. You're going to get all of Ginny's extra boxes out, her books out, and all the laundry that's floating around is going to come out of there too. Ginny, you're going to concentrate on the lounge. Camping, guides, and extra laundry are all going into the garage. Ginny, what's your job?
I've got to clear the lounge. I've got to dump the clutter. I've got to put everything in its place. Sir!
Margaret, what's your job?
My job is to clear my bedroom and sort out the spare room and to be supportive to Ginny. So.
Ready for action, clutter soldiers?
Righto.
Ginny and I needed to strike at the nerve center of all this chaos, her bedroom.
Wow! I can walk in here. Look at you all smiling. You're all proud of yourself.
It's better, isn't it?
This is good. This is good.
Yes.
But I'm taking it in, Ginny. The first thing I want to talk about, which is right in front of my face, is this massive wall of books. I mean, this is about setting limits.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole room is about setting limits. I mean, I love this iron collection you have, but they're spread out all over the place. They are really more powerful in one place. This would be a great place to display them on one of the shelves in your bookshelf.
I'd never thought of doing that.
Ginny, what's this?
Mostly resources.
Resources. So how long did it take you to get to this point where we could actually walk in the room?
I should think it's about 4 hours work.
Okay, how long do you think it's going to take you to get to the other wall?
A long time.
Days.
I think so.
Days and
Yeah.
days. Okay, and you really need to clear this to make it as a joint study, right?
Desperately, yes.
Okay, I have a tool for you. Hand me that box right there. Okay, here's a quick fix solution. Use this box, put all the paper in the box without really looking at it. You're going to fill up the boxes, store it in your attic, and while you're watching television, take one box out a night and do it. This is a great way to do it in baby steps. Nobody likes to go through these boxes. They're no fun. But if you do it and you keep doing it and you do it over and over again, it'll be a habit that you just do, and look it, you will not end up with a mess like this again.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. It takes a good habit to break a bad habit.
And there was another bad habit that Ginny simply had to break. As a Girl Guide leader, she was forever bringing home other people's junk, in case it came in useful. We had to stop more homeless rubbish from coming into the house. It was time for the C.H.A.O.S Clinic border control.
Stop! All right, lady, out of the car.
From now on, nothing was going to cross the threshold unless it passed some tough questions.
All right, what do you have in the trunk?
Just a bag.
And where do you think it's going?
Well, I was going to take it in.
Oh no, not until you pass the C.H.A.O.S Clinic border control. Present each item. All right, answer these questions. Do I have space for it now?
No.
Will I use it within 6 months?
Yes.
Is it irreplaceable?
No.
Would I miss it if I didn't have it?
No.
I'm sorry, any no items mean access denied. Next item, please. What are those?
They're for night driving.
All right. Do you have space for them now?
Yes.
Will I use it within 6 months?
Yes.
Is it irreplaceable?
Yes.
Would I miss it if I didn't have it?
Yes.
Congratulations, accessed, approved.
Thank you.
The way to keep any future clutter out of your home is to put it through your own C.H.A.O.S Clinic border control.
That was enough pressure for me for one day. Now the ladies had to use some discipline of their own. Ginny had only 1 week left to make the house tidy enough for Margaret to want to stay.
I need to be put to rest.
No wonder she called in the East Sussex Cavalry, the Girl Guides.
Fantastic job. Yes. Well done.
Ginny's definitely embraced step 5. When you're on a roll, take control. 1 week later, and it was time to find out if this could be a happy household once again. Before I met the ladies, there was a monster in Ginny's closet. Now, the beast seems to have been tamed. The sunroom hadn't seen daylight for years, and then there was light. And the junk in Ginny's bedroom knew no limits until she set boundaries on the books. But I needed to get to the heart of the matter with Margaret, so we did the final checkup alone.
Wow.
What do you think?
I'm speechless.
It's a room again. It's not a tip.
This was that table that had everything on
Everything
it.
on it.
There's new life in this room.
Yeah.
There is new life.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that I can walk all the way to the back of this closet and touch the wall.
It is phenomenal, isn't it?
It's not even a closet anymore. It's an office.
No.
There's actually there is space to work. Look, it's just all pens and pencils.
It is. However, I have to say that
Yes.
cupboard
Yes.
and that cupboard are
Yeah.
supposed to be mine. So she's already gone into one of my... Oh, no.
Badges. Well, they're all the same thing. This is good. They're just a little
Yeah, but
overpacked
they're in
here.
my drawers.
Right. Oh, no.
See, she started already.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm going to have a word with her.
Alrighty. Oh.
Isn't it amazing?
This is the most
It
shocked
is.
I am so far. So I have to ask you the big question.
Right.
Yeah, so you said when we first started working together that the reason you had called was because this place was unbearable for you to live in. And if it didn't change, you were going to leave.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think will happen if it goes back to the way it was? Will you stay or will you leave?
If it went back the way it was, I think I would leave. I don't think I could go through this again. And I'd be really disappointed.
After 3 weeks of trash and turmoil, has Ginny really changed her ways? Margaret needed some sort of guarantee.
It strikes me that we need to commit to a few rules here. Margaret needs some border control of her own, so her rights are protected and she can enjoy a happy life in your house.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Ginny, have you truly made enough space for your best friend Margaret to call her own?
I hope so. I've tried very hard.
And can you change the habits of a lifetime and keep your house organized?
Definitely.
Well, ladies, access approved. Margaret staying.
All right, my work is done. Could there be a more fitting way to complete my 6-step program? Together, we'll conquer chaos.
Margaret and Ginny's story has shown us that sharing a home is never easy. If you don't have any boundaries, no one knows where you stand. Today we've seen that good fences make good neighbors.
Order from disorder, calm from confusion. Together we'll conquer.